that was as poor a performance as we've put in a long time. It's really frustrating. It's, you know, you're initially after a game you're angry and all the different emotions that you have, but the players know, you know, they're in there as disappointed as anybody because they know that they never lived up to the standards that they've set, and that's, you know, that's the biggest issue today. I didn't think we started the game. I thought we started the game really, really poorly and gave Queens a real, you know, kind of lift in the way that they were playing. And listen, credit them. I think they've got great individual players at times, Queens. I think they can cause you problems, especially in the forward areas. We spoke about that, but for us, we were just not at the races today at all. There wasn't many pass marks out there. I can promise you that. And you know, it's the easy thing is though to be really critical and go over the top. But I think as a, you know, certainly as a manager, you need to be mindful of the way that they've been playing, because the boys have been excellent, and you know, for the last 8 games they've not lost in the league. They've played some great stuff. Today it didn't happen. It absolutely didn't happen today. But I think it's really important not to get, you know, fans will get too high, too low, and I understand that. But from my perspective, it's really important to keep a level head with it all. You know, it is frustrating. It is disappointing. But you can't do anything about it now. For the players, certainly can't. I can look at loads of things and look at what went wrong, and ultimately, you know, I got things wrong today as well, and it's important that we reflect on that and learn from it going to Hamilton next week. And it's important that you go and put it right. That's all those players can do now. That's all the group of players can do, is go and put right next week what I think is a performance way below their level, or the level they've set in the last, you know, 8-9 games. So yeah, frustrating. And again, though, you've got to credit Queens. I'm not standing here bemoaning us, because we played poorly for a reason. I thought they were at it in terms of their intensity of their press, the way that, you know, they're a big physical side and they're really hard to deal with at times, with set plays, and you know, the way that they play forward early. I think we play into their hands. When they get a goal up, they're probably the hardest team to play against, because they're very good at what they do. You know, they take their time, and like I say, that's the way that they do things, and it's down to us not to get into that position, not to be a goal down and allow that to happen. So, you know, you've got to credit them, the way they came here and played, and they've got away with a 2-0 victory. So yeah, we just got to bounce back next week. That's all we can do, and that's the most important thing to take from it, is not to get too down about it. It's a poor performance, absolutely, but everyone's allowed a bad day at the office. It's about what you do next week to set it right.
Just take this game in isolation and go again next week.
So of course it is. Yeah, it's all you can do. When too many players don't perform to their ability, that's what happens in this league. You lose games of football, and today they've had all the plaudits, they've had all the credit for the way they've played in the last 8 games, and today they need to take the criticism that comes their way, and deservedly so. So put it behind us, bounce back next week with a win. You know, a really tough game away at Hamilton, but one that we'll be going into looking to win.
Cheers.